Hi everyone, Cheryl Washington here. So today I want to talk about belief. What is belief and how far can belief really take you? So before I get started, let me first give you a definition. Actually, did I even introduce myself? I'm Cheryl Washington, by the way. One might think that was important. So the definition of belief is trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something. Okay, in the context of this video and the article, if you're reading the article instead of the video, is belief in yourself. So, how many of you have heard that you have to believe it to achieve it? Think it's cliche? Absolutely. It's so cliche, but don't let that fool you. Belief is powerful, and there's nothing cliche about that. So, belief can be very tricky, though. What do I mean? Well, there was a time in my mind where I felt that, I believed in myself. I believed there was nothing I couldn't accomplish. But still, I wasn't getting the results that I was looking for. So, as I began to wonder why, it dawned on me that belief, in fact, was the issue. Um, I thought at the time, more or less, that it was fear. See, in high school, I wasn't the most popular person in school, but I still had a solid group of friends. So, I didn't feel, that I was the outcast. But as I came into adulthood and, finally started to get into internet marketing and start to make money online, um, I understood, as I'm sure you do, that, when you in internet marketing, there are no guarantees, right, that you will make any money. But, you understand that if you work hard, you follow the process, and you're diligent, that, you'll see some results. And so that fear of, not being that person that everybody wanted to clamor around in high school kind of spilled into my business where I feared that, people wouldn't want to join me in my business. But if you look at that term fear, it's kind of the same as belief, right? I didn't believe that people would want to join me in business. So that was an aha kind of moment where I realized that, yeah, belief is impacting my ability to be successful. So, you need to look, or one thing I'm suggesting is that you take a look at, what's going on in your situation in your life. And, you may feel like belief is not an issue, but reword it. Put in words exactly what you think the issue is. And somewhere behind it, make sure that belief is not in there. But if it is, or if you know that belief is an issue, I've got a formula to help you get through that. Okay, so are you ready? What I'd like you to do for this exercise is take out a piece of paper and a pen. And what I want you to do is to, and I'll leave a link if you're watching this on YouTube. I'll leave a link to the article so you can see what this looks like. But all the way, this is going to stretch across the paper, okay? All the way on the left, I want you to write the word programming, okay? And then an arrow, and then write the word belief. An arrow to the right, and write emotion. Then another arrow, and write action. Another arrow, write results. And then another arrow, and then write the word desired lifestyle. Okay, so I'm going to give you a second to do that. That's programming, belief, emotion, action, results, and desired lifestyle. Okay, so now once you get started, below that, I want you to write what is the desired lifestyle that you're looking for. Okay, what is it you really want out of life? And I would like you to be specific. And I'm going to try to keep going. I'm pausing a little bit, but obviously you can pause the video if you're not ready to go on to the next section. But so then next I want you to write down, what are the results that it's going to take in order for you to achieve that desired lifestyle. Now, as you can tell, we're doing a little bit of reverse engineering here, okay? So after you've written the results that you need to have, then what are the actions that you need to take versus what actions that you have taken to create the results that you need in order to achieve your desired lifestyle, okay? Then I want you to write, if you're taking some of the necessary actions, then take a look at the emotions that you're having, okay? What are you thinking as you're taking, what's like going through your mind before or preceding you taking these actions? Look at the emotions that could be getting in the way of you taking the necessary actions to create the results you need in order to achieve the desired lifestyle. Then number 5, let's take a look at your beliefs that cause the emotions that affect the actions that create the results you need in order to achieve your desired lifestyle. And the last step is, if you are in fact experiencing limiting beliefs, then let's go back and take a look at your programming. And, programming is, everything you hear, you see, what you experience. Our children today are often programmed by what they see on TV and video games. That's why, we should really make an effort. If you can eliminate it from your household, fine. If not, just try to limit that to a degree, okay? Not just for your family, but for you also. I know for myself, I've had to, I have TV and I have a couple shows that I watch. Some are guilty pleasure shows, but I do try to stay away from the news because it's just so depressing. So anyway, as you've gone through these 6 steps, you'll see that programming will factor into our belief system, okay, which in turn will impact our emotions, which impact our actions, okay, which determine our results, which will in fact have a lot to do with the lifestyle that we are living, okay? They all interact with each other, okay? So you need to look and see where on the pendulum there that you fall and where you can, what you need to work on, all right? So, if you enjoyed this video, and you would like access to a free coaching program that I've put together, then you can go to www.quickstartcoaching.com. This is a series of videos that I put together. If you have an interest in building a successful business online or making money online, then that coaching program is for you. And understand, I mentioned this earlier, that, when you get into internet marketing, it's no different than any other business. You've got to work hard. And I know people say, oh, internet marketing is so easy. And it's, the truth of the matter is it's no different than any other business. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. Okay. So, if you listen to anyone else promising you the moon and the stars, just remember that if it's too good to be true, it usually is. Internet marketing has provided a great residual income for me, but it did not come with bumps in the road. I had to learn along the way, and so the number one reason I put that video, the coaching program together, is because I wanted to help folks like yourself cut that learning curve. If I knew a fraction of what I included in those videos, it would have made, oh my God, it would have made such a huge difference. So please go check that out, www.quickstartcoaching.com. Again, the videos are free. Cheryl Washington. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.